Welcome back to another episode of AWS Cloud Bytes. Today we are diving into how AWS EventBridge simplifies real-world order lifecycle management. From order creation to payment, inventory reservation, and shipping, EventBridge acts as a central nervous system, connecting independent services seamlessly. In this video, we'll walk through each step of order lifecycle. It's a hypothetical order lifecycle. It highlights how EventBridge routes events and explain why this event-driven model is powerful, flexible, and scalable. Let's talk about the problem and why EventBridge. Imagine an e-commerce platform where customer places order. Each step, checkout, payment, inventory reservation, and shipping is handled by different services or different departments, you can say. Traditionally, these services will be tightly coupled, leading to a brittle integration and complex dependencies. The AWS EventBridge solves this problem by decoupling services. Instead of calling each other directly, services just emit events. EventBridge then routes those events to any interested consumer without services needing to know who is listening. Let's talk about this picture in detail now. It all begins when a customer places an order. The checkout service over here, it publishes an event like order.created. EventBridge picks it up and based on the event rules, routes it to, say, fraud service for validation. This loose coupling ensures that checkout doesn't need to know about fraud service. And if any such service exists or not, doesn't matter to checkout. It just emits event and EventBridge takes care of the routing. Next, the payment service processes the payment and publishes an order.paid event. This event can trigger downstream processes such as inventory checks without any direct integrations. The key point is EventBridge rules filter event based on detail type so that the right services are notified. Once the payment is successful, the inventory service reserves stock and emits an inventory reserved over here event. Notice the JSON payload over here. It contains information like order ID, SKU, and quantity reserves. EventBridge routes this event to the shipping service, which can now prepare the package. Again, no tight coupling. Inventory doesn't need to directly invoke shipping. Finally, you can see there is a shipping order.shipped. So the shipping service publishes an event that order has been shipped. EventBridge delivers this to the notification service. Now, notification service, after receiving this event, can notify the customer by email, SMS, or push notifications. At this point, our order lifecycle is complete from checkout to all the way shipment, fully coordinated by EventBridge. Now, before I close, I would like to highlight two ways of handling all this flow. One is called using choreography, the other one is orchestration. In choreography, each service emits and reacts to events independently. There is no central controller coordinating the flow. The business is distributed among services and EventBridge routes even based on rules, but it doesn't control who does what or in what order. In orchestration, there is a central controller. It can be like AWS step functions. This orchestrator would invoke one or more services in a specific sequence, like call payment, wait, and then call inventory, and then wait for it, and then call shipping. Services don't decide when to act, they are called upon. So that's the basic difference between choreography versus orchestration. Now, the key benefit of EventBridge is it is scalable. So there is each service that you have in this diagram is independently scalable. You have flexibility. So new consumers can subscribe without changing the existing code. So you can have more services added, and based on the EventBridge rule, they can listen to different kind of events. Resiliency, failure in one service doesn't cascade across the system. Maintainability, there is a clear separation of concerns with event-driven rules. Now, to conclude, I would say this is the power of AWS EventBridge in real world order lifecycle management. It is decoupled, event driven, and highly extensible. If you find this helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more AWS architecture deep dives. Thank you.